Hello, I'm Dr. Erica Rose Jeffrey, and I'm so pleased to be joining you today. I grew up in Missoula and have a deep connection to Montana in my heart, and wish I could be there in person. Before going any further, I want to acknowledge the traditional owners of the lands that we're all gathering on today. I live and work on Yagara and Turrbal lands near Meanjin, or Brisbane, in Queensland, Australia. I want to also acknowledge the First Nations people, including the Confederated Salish and Kootenai tribes in Montana, and pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging, and acknowledge the ongoing power of arts, culture, dance, music to bring communities together throughout thousands of years of human existence. A little bit of background. I am director and founding teacher of Dance for Parkinson's Australia. I'm co-chair of the Arts Health Network, Queensland, and a Dance for Health Committee member for the International Association of Dance Medicine. I also work in the area of arts and peace building, and I'm part of Peace and Conflict Studies Institute Australia, and we engage in large-scale dialogue and peace building projects in the Asia and Pacific regions. As we consider the global stage and how we come together across cultural contexts, there are increasing efforts focused on inclusion and access for multiple communities. I will share examples of our work in Australia, and we'll discuss dance and creative aging and some of the exciting initiatives that are happening in Australia. I will highlight several examples of performance projects and dance on film, including collaborations with members of the Parkinson's community and other communities of elders, dance artists, and musicians. Part of the work around dance, well-being, and creative aging includes reframing our stories, or this idea of a constant process of redefining who has access to dance, what it looks like, and how we can continue to generate high-quality creative experiences across the lifespan. A little bit of background about Dance for Parkinson's Australia. We are a community-based charity organization that offers high-quality dance classes for people with Parkinson's disease across Australia, where participants are empowered to explore movement and music in ways that are artistic, enjoyable, stimulating, and creative. We work across communities and contexts, including collaborating with researchers, artistic organizations, and are engaged in supporting training and development of a community of practice. We collaborate and are affiliated with Dance for PD and the Mark Morris Dance Group in New York, as well as a range of arts organizations in Australia, including the Sydney Opera House, Queensland Ballet, Sydney Dance Company, and Opera Australia, and are thrilled to be part of a global network that's engaging in exploring best practice around dance, health, and well-being. So in thinking about that global perspective, just a little bit of background about the arts and well-being. So in 2019, the World Health Organization published a comprehensive report referencing hundreds of publications reviewing the role of arts in health, something that many of us may see in our own ongoing classes and experiences, but in this case, also looking at the research. The evidence showed a strong impact of the arts on both physical and mental health, and found that arts can help in providing holistic and people-centered care across multiple contexts and addressing complex challenges for which there are no current healthcare solutions. An Australian-based study found people who participated in arts engagement for 2 or more hours per week reported significantly better mental well-being than other levels of engagement. That's all well and good, but what if someone's never participated in an arts activity before? Perhaps they've attended as an audience member but haven't joined in as of yet. Well, great news. From the existing research, no previous experience is needed to benefit from participating in arts activities. Further, the United Nations has declared 2021 to 2030 as a decade of healthy aging, highlighting the need for individuals, governments, and societies to make it a priority. That includes all of us and our own approaches to exercise, connectivity, and well-being. Globally, the population aged 65 and over is growing faster than all other age groups. According to data from World Population Prospects, by 2050, 1 in 6 people in the world will be over the age of 65. And the number of persons aged 80 years or over is projected to triple from 143 million in 2019 to 426 million in 2050. This increase in the number of adults over 65 is prompting both new research programs and activities, including a growing focus on quality of life approaches, including arts participation. While there's value to participation across multiple art forms, let's shine the spotlight on the benefits of dance for creative aging. Simply the best: physical, social, and emotional benefits of dance. Regular physical activity is a key factor of quality of life and maintaining good health throughout the aging process. Dancing is exercise plus. It's a safe and fun alternative to traditional forms of exercise. At the nexus are multiple components, including coordinating movement, music, and social engagement in creative context. Participating in dance has been identified as a positive quality of life activity for aging and well-being. Dancing regularly can result in improved health outcomes for older adults, including improved balance, core strength, and coordination, leading to a reduction in falls, increased lower body muscular strength, and improved cardiovascular fitness. Participating in dance activities improves mood, increases motivation, and provides a network of social connections. Ever have trouble sticking to new exercise routine? While dance programs motivate people to stay involved in a movement activity more so than exercise programs. So once someone starts, their chances of sticking with it are higher. This is just an example of one of our Dance for Parkinson's programs, and looking at the community participating together, teaching artists, community members, and people living with Parkinson. Stretching the body and brain, cognitive benefits of dance. In addition to working up a sweat, dance has been shown to have cognitive benefits, including improved attention, faster reaction times, and improved memory. For example, participation in salsa dance classes showed increases in spatial working memory. Dr. Michael Mosley's research emphasizes that dancing can, for example, play a significant role in keeping our hearts and brains healthy compared to other activities. We're doing something that's going to improve our memory, boost our mood and our immune system, and enhance our heart and brain health, said Dr. Mosley. The important thing is it's fun. We're dancing. The connections to brain health have been made even more clear through a recent study comparing older adults learning choreography to doing fitness training. And it showed that dance led to greater increases in brain volume in areas which related to higher cognitive processes such as working memory and attention. Between dance and fitness training, only dance increased the protein responsible for the growth and maturation of brain cells, countering age-related changes. Everybody is welcome. Within dance programs and research for older adults, there's been a dedicated effort adapting and creating programs which seek to build inclusivity while working with specific groups such as those living with Parkinson's disease or dementia. In addition to providing artistic quality of life experiences, the research demonstrates the benefits of dance for specific disease cohorts. It also engages in creative autonomy. So in addition to the health benefits, there are essential elements of participating in arts activities which are connected to identity and agency. While joining in a community dance class may have physical and therapeutic benefits, community arts activities are not a therapy. They're centered in creative process. While you may be learning dance steps, it's also about the importance of movement as artistry and finding your creative voice in new ways. As a Dance for Parkinson's participant says, I see all these inspirational people around me carrying on with life, and it's wonderful. Being able to step into an additional identity as a dancer, singer, or artist provides greater diversity, nuance, and understanding about the aging process. It also starts to shift the fixed picture of what an artist looks like, or a dancer looks like, especially in the context of intergenerational performance. Learning new choreographies and exploring creative cultural activities cultivates a constant learning process, creating lifelong learning opportunities for both participants and teaching artists who are delivering the classes. Philip Piggin, co-director of Gold Company and member of Zest Dance for Wellbeing team, reflects on the growth of opportunities for older people to participate in creative activities. The benefits for this cohort are very clear and very significant, physically, cognitively, and socially. Additionally, this growing activity is providing another massive field of work for the many skilled and passionate dance practitioners keen to continue their dance practice. I believe the benefits to all involved are immense. Following on that, there's a recent research study from Australia that examined how Parkinson's disease dance class participation in public performance contributes to perceptions of well-being. And in looking at this, the conclusions from the research included implications for rehabilitation, and that rehabilitation professionals should consider the use of dance class as an arts-based activity that has a holistic therapeutic benefit. That flexible and fun environments are constructive for dancers to sustain attendance and interest. And that rehabilitation professionals can be cognizant of the impact of public dance performance as a coming out with Parkinson's disease. And this last statement refers to some of the social stigma or perceptions of public participation attached to living with a neurological disease such as Parkinson's. In thinking about shifting these perceptions and perspectives, I'm going to talk a little bit about our Reframing Dancing Our Stories project that we've just completed in Queensland. So the idea of dancing our lives, living our dances, creating beyond the frame. And this project supports creative, positive well-being outcomes from multiple communities through dance. It is an initiative to build connections and foster conversation by showcasing the impact of creative activities and sharing the stories of individuals and families living with Parkinson's. The project includes the Parkinson's community, volunteers, senior ballet dancers, and teaching artists. The performance project included a series of in-person presentations as well as a filmed event on top of the iconic and newly renovated Thomas Dixon Centre in Brisbane. The movements were co-developed with the participants and included their exploration of their own playful memories and a physical manifestation of a beautiful landscape that they either visited or wanted to visit. Each participant brought their own ideas, imagination, and personality to the experience. We also worked with a photographer to capture portraits of the dancers, volunteers, and teaching artists collaborating together. A few of the quotes from the participants. "It's the highlight of my exercising for the week. I just love it. The people, the teachers, the creativity, the fabulous music. Allowing myself to let down my guard and be more playful and creative and not being conscious about the errors I make whilst doing the exercises. Being there lifts the spirit and brings joy. It gives me delight. For me, it takes me to memorable places, generally where I was when I hear a particular tune. I thought of my grandparents and my uncle playing music. It took me back to my Irish roots. I'm in a circle of happy people being led by an inspiring teacher. Music is a very deep contributor, and I'm greatly lifted by your playing." So these are just a few of the stories of people participating in the project. We're now going to share an excerpt of the video or a film component with two of our musicians who participate in classes regularly, and the Parkinson's community members and some of the volunteers and friends and family members. Just to share a few other examples of work that's being done around performance and creative aging from colleagues throughout Australia. So just to highlight a couple of examples. So the piece, I used to run marathons as part of Canberra Dance Theatre's award-winning performance of great sport at the National Museum of Australia, performed by Offbeat, the Canberra Parkinson dance group, and choreographed by Philip Piggin and Jane Ingle. Stupendous is a short dance film that describes through movement and observation a group of dancers who ready themselves for a 30-second performance they will make within what appears to be an empty theater. Each of the dancers lives with Parkinson's disease. It's produced by Katrina Rank and Paris Wages in collaboration with Andrew Garten. Wingspan from Paige Gordon and Lifespan Dance in Western Australia. Inspired by the movement of local estuary birds and comprised of members from the Mandurah community, Wingspan was the largest seated dance performance to take place in Western Australia. It included local community members of all ages and abilities coming together to champion our natural environment through seated dance. And finally, Firebird. Firebird explores the notion of internal fire, an immense power that is barely contained within physical form. This new work takes a deep dive into the embers and asks, what do we burn for? Created by Katrina Rank in collaboration with 20 mature dancers of Fine Lines Dance, a grassroots community of dancers based in Victoria, Australia, this beautiful film is a testament to the determination, passion, and courage of artists living in COVID times. These are just a few of the highlights of the incredible work happening in Australia and globally focused on dance and creative aging. If you're interested in watching these films and other films as well, other resources, we do have them available through our collaboration with a group called Arts Front. So they're available for free. You can go to the Arts Front platform at artsfront.org. Look for the Dance for Parkinson's Australia events. And then when you go to the pages themselves, there's a button which says resources, and the videos and many more resources are available there. And this is just an example of some of the ways in which we are collaborating with our colleagues to try to think about the different ways in which we can all work together to create more opportunities for creativity and how we can include more people throughout the world together in collaboration as we age creatively together. Thank you very much, and wishing you all well for your participation in the Ballet Beyond Borders events. Thank you.